This lab is one that is to determine the percent of carbon in sodium hydrogen carbonate, also known as baking soda. In this particular lab, we're going to react an acid, hydrochloric acid, with the sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda. The hydrochloric acid concentration could be as little as 1 molar, could be as much as 3 molar. I would not go any higher than that. The hydrochloric acid pipette has already been filled, and we have a jumbo type pipette open at one end, and we also have a funnel which is taken from another type of pipette, in which the neck can fit very comfortably inside the neck of the jumbo pipette and goes just past the narrow opening into the wider opening of the jumbo pipette. And the reason for this is that when we add the baking soda to the jumbo pipette, we don't want any baking soda to be stuck in the neck of the pipette. So that's why we have this funnel. So what we're going to do is we're going to weigh the jumbo pipette empty in the balance, record that mass, and then we're going to fill the jumbo pipette with some of the baking soda, anywhere from 0.20 to 0.40 grams. So we're going to insert the funnel in, and not knowing how much 0.2 grams is, I'm just going to add a little bit of baking soda into the funnel, and then take the funnel out and weigh my sample. Once I have gotten to the point where I have somewhere between 0.20 to 0.40 grams, I've added enough of the baking soda. Now ready to weigh again. Make sure the balance is zeroed. And record the mass. And I note that the difference in mass between the empty pipette and the pipette with the baking soda is between 0.20 and 0.40 grams. I'm now ready to react the baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, with the hydrochloric acid. I'm going to make sure my cap is on my sample of baking soda. I'm going to put that aside, and I'm ready to react the two. Before we do the reaction, we want to make certain that we weigh both the jumbo pipette with the baking soda and the hydrochloric acid in the weighing dish together. So we're going to place them both together in the weighing dish. We're going to record that value, and then we're ready for the reaction to begin. So we'll place them back in the little plastic combination plate, and we're about to do the reaction. When I do this reaction, I'm going to insert the hydrochloric acid pipette just below the opening of the large pipette, and I'm going to add a single drop initially. And when I do so, I notice there's a good bit of bubbling in that reaction. So as I'm adding, I notice each time I add a couple of drops, the bubbling isn't as rapid, but I don't want to add too much at any one time because I don't want the bubbles to overflow out of the pipette, because I would then lose mass. That would not be a good thing. So I continue to add the hydrochloric acid. Notice it's bubbling. Wait until the bubbles subside. Tapping every so often. Being very careful. Sometimes the bubbling gets rather rapid, even towards the end. And when I believe all the sodium hydrogen carbonates reacted, I don't see any evidence of solid at the bottom. Tap the bottom of the pipette to ensure all the reaction. And now I'm going to weigh the two pipettes side by side on the balance. Record that mass. And I'm all done. Going to put the pipettes back in the stand to be cleaned later. And I'm ready to do the calculations.